Barry. I'll be your tour guide today. Alright, well welcome again to open number 17. This was an active coal mine in the early 1900s to lift all the walls and all the machinery brought here to the museum in 1933. Back then it was the first and only exhibit here at the museum as well, so we just celebrated our 80th anniversary about 2 weeks ago. So an 80-year-old plus elevator riding down into the mine today. A little bit about this elevator. First of all, this was called a man cage back when it was in use. And we actually added the walls and the lighting. It was simply just a platform and these chains hanging above your head. So miners would hold on to the chains as they headed out into the mine. And if you were too short, couldn't get to it, they would simply hold on to each other. Right? Trips also took at least 45 minutes back then as well. And Oldman was located in Johnston, Illinois. It's just on the southern tip of Illinois. Alright, let's go head on in. So we are at the bottom of the coal mine. This is the lowest point, and this is also actually where coal leaves the mine as well. So coal is dumped onto shuttle carts and brought to this machine here called the rotary dump. It basically just flips over the shuttle cart and lands the coal onto another conveyor belt where it is first weighed and then it's hauled back up to the surface. It was important to weigh the coal because miners were paid per ton of coal instead of by the hour. And I'm going to pump some methane gas to it and we'll see the reaction. Okay, I'm going to turn off the lights to see better. Alright, so there's plenty of room in both carts. I have steam for green light.
Coal mining standards require maximum safety for the miner, and roof bolting is the most effective technique. Once the coal has been removed from the working section of the mine, about the size of a large room, the roof bolting machine, designed and built by FMC Corporation, drills holes into the ceiling. A bolt is anchored into the stronger sandstone above the coal seam to hold the roof in place. This drilling pattern provides a safer area in which miners can work.
day and every day being down here around these machines, right? It gets loud quickly. Also, this is a very generous size mine we built for you guys. Mines are usually only about 4 feet tall, so a small enclosed space makes the noise a lot louder. Very strong material, actually second to diamonds, so it can virtually cut through any type of rock. At the same time, there's water being sprayed on the machine to reduce the coal dust. Also, there's the built-in methanometer, so if it hits a methane pocket or detects methane in the air, it will automatically shut off, giving us plenty of time to leave the mine. And these are two safety features that we hadn't seen before in technology. But probably one of the most important aspects of this machine is this right here. It's a hydraulically operated steel roof. It's basically a steel canopy that covers the entire machine and the workers surrounding the machine as well. Does anybody have any more questions? Good right now? Alright. So this is our control room. Most mines have one of these at the surface so they can basically monitor the total coal production for the day. But to also see if there's any emergencies in the mine, from here they can quickly evacuate people. To point out a couple of things in the room, this footage, first of all, is of a mine that was in the same region as Old Ben. It's still at working capacity like this today, however this footage is about 5 years old. All the different screens kind of show different variations of the machines we saw today.
Shoot.
I'm not the captain of this particular flight. See, sometimes pilots get to just be passengers and relax.
I'm the pilot of
to the former Meigs field on Chicago's lakefront on September 28, 1992. That was the final flight of our 727, and it was the largest aircraft ever to land at Meigs. From there, the jet was loaded onto a barge and ferried to Burns International Harbor in Indiana, where it would be temporarily stored. Plans were made and carried out as how to best gut, move, dismantle, clean, reassemble, ferry, and then install our 41-ton jet.
Officer's quarter, and as you can see, this is a pretty small room, but it's actually been modified for your convenience. The floor that you're standing on has been lowered. The floor that I am standing on is the original height of the floor, and this will be the height throughout the rest of the boat. I'm not that tall, so that's why we said please watch your head. Also, the entryway that we came through, that was cut out by the museum. The original entry and exitway is in the control room down the conning tower, which you'll see throughout the rest of the tour. Nerve center of the boat, because this is where everything happens. Located right here, we have our plainsman station. This directs the boat to go up and down. If you turn your wheels away from each other, you go underwater. Towards each other, you go to the surface of the water. Located right here at the bottom, it's labeled a BBC. We have our helmsman station. Its rudders direct the boat to go left and right. Here we have the ladder. This was the only entry and exitway for the men. It goes up to the conning tower, and if you look up, you're able to see periscope views. That we've been walking through, those were cut out by the museum as well. Originally they were hatches just like this one, so the men had to slide through to enter each room. There's speaking tubes located throughout the boat. There's one right up there. It's the white thing that's sticking out. The big gray thing next to it, that's a telephone right at the top. The lion's head, which is located right here, that's the insignia for the captain before Captain Hero. Any questions that you may have? Thank you so much.
Standard operating procedure called